Inprocessing. This is where the nightmare began. Where I lost my heart.
Dishwasher. Listen.
Chef?
You can fight your way through to the core.
And synthesis.
Synthesis is at the heart of this. I'll be back when you need me.
Welcome back to the Dishwasher, ladies and gentlemen. And this level is by far the longest level in the game. Actually, it is this time. You can check the progress bar and everything. This is a doozy. A howdy doozy. It's got red hair and a silly smile, and it is ready to dance. If nothing else, the environment is completely different from what we've seen before. Everything is extremely high-tech, with monitors all over the place, which don't really appear to be showing anything. See, when you blow your budget on all this fancy-schmancy equipment, you can't afford cable. That is the lesson that we've learned. And lessons are pretty important. The Magic School Bus taught me that. I mean, I value things pretty highly now. Thank you, Miss Frizzle. Thank you so much. Wonder why I was never Mrs. Frizzle. Speaking of frizzles, I'm collecting all sorts of yellow spirals, which are kind of like frizzles, but only more formed, a little bit more cohesive, a little more violence. Violence is good. Some people might argue that it is not in my best interest to talk about children's TV shows while I'm cutting the heads off of random people, but those people are babies, and we all know what to do with babies. Well, I don't. Leave me a message in the comments below and tell me what I should do with babies. But this is quite the kill room. Not quite as bad as the last levels, mind you, as there are many more places for us to move around. Actually, that's not entirely true. But it looks cooler. That's important to me. Regardless of which, there's still enough room horizontally to get the job done. Soldiers are a little bit of a problem since the low ceiling is rather low. But we'll just try not to focus on that too much. Didn't that guy have a prompt over his head? I could have swore he did. Yeah, that one. Trying to fool me with your non-promptness? Cyborgs these days. This whole place is like a smart house. I don't know how I deal with that. I don't know how I feel about that. You're a smart house. And a smart house is your mouth. Disney's House of Mouth. Alright, so we've moved on from this kill room, and that pleases me. It makes me happy. It makes the child inside of me scream to get out. But that's a story for another time. This room is filled with rocket men and little else, which is fun, actually. Doesn't pose too much of a challenge, since we know how to take care of these guys. Yeah. Give them sponge baths. And the bath, well, the water's explosions. There's the odd assassin. He is pretty odd. I mean, I've seen him listening to ABBA. Ha! Loser. But aside from, the assassins, it's mostly just rocket men, so you can just fly all over the room, causing explosions. Causing them, I tell you. Causing them. You are the effect. It's cause and effect. That's science. But enough German. I'm supposed to do this LP in English. There are far too many LPs of this game in German already. And I need to bring some anglaise to the mayonnaise. Don't think I forgot about you, Rocket Man. I'll never forget about you. Never could. Alright, let's move on. Empty room. Not so empty room. Hello, Helperbot. Let's see here. Max health, need to get that out of the way, and why the heck not? Let's fully upgrade the chainsaw. It's hacking time! With the chainsaw fully upgraded, it now sparkles. Like vampires. Alright, not really. It gives off an electric sort of aura. Which is to say, don't mess with this chainsaw. It's covered wars, That's really all you need to say in order to put fear in the eyes of zombies the whole world over. You know, some of the enemies are zombies. I'm not entirely off topic. On topic, however, this is one of those timed rooms that we've been seeing, and the reward is, no doubt, a psycho pick. I mean, that's really all they have to give us. They're rather stingy. You could have gone to the Costco to get your Halloween supplies, but no. You decided to go to Walmart with their limited supply and their non-bulk inventory style. Shame on you. Made quick work of that barrel, and we have yet another psycho pick to put under our belt, so let's buy something else. Yeah, okay, I can't afford anything else. Scratch that. We'll come back later. Somewhere out there is a Halperbot waiting for me who knows that I am a man who's on a budget. And Uberfish. Come to think of it, I haven't actually used any healing items yet in this whole thing, have I? The magic of television. So in this room we have freaks, but they're invisible. Much like the invisible assassins that we ran into on the Metatron level. These guys are obviously more dangerous as they are powerful and quick, and they deke like a hockey player. Which is why they probably wield weapons that are not unlike hockey sticks. HE double. So after enough of a pounding, after enough abuse, they will show themselves for what they really are. Lawn decorations. Having killed 2 of them, don't think you're out of the woods yet. There are still many trees yet to traverse. Many of them. There are a couple waves of these guys, but as long as you stay on the lower level, like this is what I do. You don't have to stay on the lower level, but I stay on the lower level because then they have to come to me, and it brings the tides of war in my favor, and then I like to dip my toes in with sickles. With all this blood, you'd think these guys were anemic. Sickle cell anemic. Alright, I shouldn't have done that in the video, but it's too late now. There's no way to go back and edit that out, even with all of my editing programs. Can't do it. At least I don't want to do it. Alright, I believe this is the last wave, and if it isn't the last wave, I'll eat my hat. So long as that hat is made out of fruit roll-ups. Because believe it or not, the material that fruit roll-ups are made out of, very sturdy, good for building, so long as it doesn't rain. You keep that in mind, gentle ladies and gentlemen, for it is something we must all learn at one point in our lives, and we're better than an LP video. Exactly. It's fun to get creative. I mean, you know. I know I said that I would wait for him to come down to me, but that makes for a boring show. So I saved the best for last, and moved up 1 level. You're welcome. Alright, let's break open this box. This barrel. Got the electrosphere. Alright. As you know, we need these to get further in the level. So let's go take that other path that I didn't take the first time, because I took this one. Keep up. Seriously. Alright, over here we have another kill room. Nah. Okay, no, we have a boss room. 2 of these guys. You killed my sister! No! I'll just assume, for the sake of, you know, realism, that these aren't the same guys. They just happen to be different guys with the same profession and wardrobe. And facial features. Cyborg genetics, I tell you, you can do anything. Anything the heart desires. I'd rather you didn't shoot me, please, and thanks. I enjoy using the chainsaw on these guys just because their movements are incredibly slow when they're not airborne. And, yeah, watch out for that final attack. It can be dangerous. I'll be honest with you, there have been at least 1 occasion where I've died because of that. I was like, yeah, I killed them, I'm so cool, and then the shot finished me off, and I basically tore my hair out and built a nest and lived in it for a few months, and that was okay, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, so where are we going now? We've gotten both electrospheres. Everything is in hand. Halperbot, do I have enough spirals? You just mock me. You never cease to mock me. I have feelings too, you know. I sit here with my hand on my breast, crying into the moon. Alright, what's in this one? More uberfish. More things that we're not going to use. You know how I roll. Alright, things are looking kind of creepy now. Look at that. Sort of reminds me of A Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, well, that's one electrosphere out of the way, and a bunch of spirals that we desperately need. And another electrosphere. Man, the electrospheres are piling up. I probably have enough spirals to, like, you know, upgrade, but I won't. Not today. I'll do that later.
Welcome back. Did you miss this place? This, where we created you?
Inprocessing. It's where they process the new recruits, like me. Once anyway.
Project 417. You were to be a special project if it weren't for that blasted chef.
I am a new creation now, infused with alien blood.
I'll see to it that you are reclaimed like property. Our property.
Yeah, right.
Wow, if I'm infused with alien blood, does that mean that I can turn into Obi-Wan Kenobi like the chef did? This is Dr. Jerkface. He's quite jerky, if you ask me. Because he doesn't fight alone. He's one of those loudmouths who like to bring the entire group around to take care of his problems for him. What happened to a clean fight? What happened to one-on-one? What happened to settling our differences like men? But no. You gotta bring your posse, dog. I see how it is. This is a very difficult fight, because there's a whole lot going on. It's like the mix between a boss room and a kill room. How do we deal with this? Well, we pray, and we play a little bit better, because right now I'm kind of pooping the bed. It's everywhere. So I'm gonna follow the prompts, hopefully get out of the way of this guy's knives and bombs, which are his only attacks, really. That and summoning more friends. What a girl. And if we keep that up, shouldn't be too much of a problem. But once he summons his minions, you know, put him on the back burner, take care of those foos, because if you don't pity them now, you're gonna pity yourself later. You know, I'm trying to help you through this. Doctor's incredibly easy to predict. Just, you know, make sure that you're not on the receiving end of any of his shenanigans. And if you are, chances are you're taking damage. Wow, I could really use another green skull right about now. I wasn't expecting two of these schlubs. And yeah, I'm kind of abusing the triple dash attack, as I tend to do whenever things get hairy. Potter. But that's what you get. That is what you get. I don't want to die. I will use anything that I can in order to win. Because clearly this guy is not playing by the rules, so why should I? Logic is a hell of a drug. Alright, Dr. Jerkface. Your reign of terror is just about over, and I'm carelessly running into bombs. Should probably stop that. That's the good news about having all these minions. They drop hearts, they drop skulls, they drop means with which to abuse this level and this boss fight. Just as he is abusing you, like a redheaded stepchild. And as you can plainly, I meant to say plainly and clearly at the same time, they sort of gelled. As you can plainly see, my hair is black. That would be false advertising. And I'm all about truth. And the American cheese. Have you ever had that? It's actually not that good. But Dr. Jerkface has been taken out. All that's left is... oh, nothing. They all spontaneously exploded. Good, good. That's exactly how I like it. That's how all my dates go. Ah. Next time on Let's Play the Dishwasher. Some sort of conclusion.